Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
I'm Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in New York. Right now we're in our hometown, waiting for the Long Island Railroad to take us to New York City because we have something special planned for you today. It's the holiday season. We're going to show you the top things that we like to do for the holidays in New York City. We're going to go to some markets. We're going to look at some festive windows, maybe see a big Christmas tree, all those type of good things. Now, hopefully you like that. It is holidays. But we love Christmas all the time, so it's a good thing, I think, to really document it so we could go back ourselves and look at it, enjoy it all year round. But if you like this kind of stuff, you should like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it already. If it's your first time here, welcome. And yeah, comment down below if I think it's time. Christmas in New York City. See the top things? Step right up. Let's go for this ride. Here we go. Welcome to New York City. There's nothing like leaving the escalator from Penn Station with that view right there of the Empire State Building. No King Kong today. And the good thing about coming up is 1 block away. The first thing for today, Macy's. Macy's has some of the best holiday windows. And when I think of New York City, starting from Thanksgiving morning, watching the parade through the holiday season, I think of Macy's. Just look at the size of that building. Figure Macy's was started up in Massachusetts, moved to New York in 1858. It wasn't at this location. At that point, it was on 6th Avenue on the corner of 14th Street, or actually 14th Street on the corner of 6th Avenue. I know, potato, you know what I mean. This store opened in 1902 at this location, and for a long time, this was the world's largest department store with over 1.25 million square feet of retail space until it was beat. I think it was in 2009. It was finally surpassed by a department store in South Korea. Still is America's largest department store. Anyone that loves Christmas, this is where you come. They do have a beautiful Santa land. We were going to show it to you, but sadly, it's now on an online reservation system the past few years, and we weren't able to get reservations. But if you are here and you can get reservations and you have families, go see Santa at Macy's. It's the spot to do it. Whenever you see Macy's, you see that big star. Sometimes the star is red when the background's not red. It's crazy. It's rumored, some random tattoo history, that the man who founded Macy's got that star tattooed on him back when he was a teenager working on fishing wharfs. And that's what he used as the logo for his company. And the crazy new thing, this year in Macy's of Herald Square in New York City, Toys R Us. Toys R Us is opened inside Macy's. That's still weird for me to think. I'm glad. I'd take any Toys R Us over no Toys R Us. Still just weird. We even have a bunch of Toys R Us windows now in Macy's. Toys R Us windows, more advertising, the toys that we could find inside. But still, Jeffrey got a Santa hat on, so it's Christmassy. Jeffrey got a new job since he's been unemployed for a while. He's the toy inspector. He still liked doing it, so when they brought back Toys R Us, he's inspecting these Melissa and Doug toys being made. I like a little calendar. December, that's this month. Christmas is only a few days away. We got a mashup of toys here, from Barbie to Fisher-Price to Hot Wheels to Monsters High. I think this is gonna be a hot seller this Christmas. This little T-Rex coming to bite your car. I love it. You actually see the Pokemon going through. They get identified, and then they get turned into their card. And then their cards get packaged to come out the other side. And we have Pikachu in a Pokeball sleigh. One thing about Christmas in New York City, be ready for crowds. But we found the Macy's windows. It looks like this year's theme is based around Tiptoe. But here we have some mice living in the gingerbread houses. I love how some parts of the windows open. We got some Oreos on this house. Look at that, little sleighs made out of candy canes going down. There are cute gummy bears. This next window is all about lots of crocheting. The snow lay thick and deep all over the ground, and the warmth of the season was everywhere to be found. Winter white bears, wrapped in sweaters so bright, an extra warm scarf for Tiptoe's long flight. So that's what these bears are doing. If you see, they're crocheting the scarf for Tiptoe to wear. And it is cool how even the snow looks like it was woven together. And here has to be my favorite window, me personally, I've ever seen for Christmas. It is a giant marble maze. Tiptoe standing in the middle. We have some woodland creatures. It actually is a marble maze. You can follow the marbles going down. There's their lift hill. And it's even interactive. The lights change colors when Joy pushed the button. We've looked at these 3 windows. We still have 3 windows to go, but I wanted to step back to show you the big Tiptoe. Here we have Tiptoe, and we see these little rabbits are writing, "Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas." Bouncing bunnies typed as fast as they might, hoping Santa would grant their wish that night. And you can say, what do you want? I want joy for Christmas. And we actually see the typewriter, the rabbits bouncing up and down on it. We see other notes looking like they're about to be carried off by these birds. Talking about some airmail. You can see the photo. Happy holidays, give love. And I love the mixture. You see some of the frames are actually moving. Top of the box is the camera that says "Say Cheese." Dressed in plaid on the sofa, they all did squeeze. It's time for Fox Family Photo. And our last of the windows. This one says "Give love." As the clock strikes 12, it's Tiptoe's big day. It looks like a clock, and you see Tiptoe on the top of the clock as it's going. We have a little woodland characters hanging from the clock.
That bear came in like a wrecking ball.
And I love when the thing opens, you see Tiptoe in the picture. Digital doors on the frames. Even when as soon as you walk in, the spinning sphere with some famous New York City buildings. We got Empire State Building is the center. Chrysler Building's coming around. Woodland characters, all decorated inside of Macy's. This one's like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You see the balloons, all the marching bands. As this ornament rotates, it actually says it, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Wait, it's Christmas time because the parade's ending and here comes Santa. And the last of these hanging ornaments, it must be Christmas Eve night. You see Santa's flying around in that sleigh. Everything's getting ready. It's Christmas around the world. We see the Taj Mahal, the Sphinx. And yes, we could be going up to all the Christmas stuff, but there's one thing I want to show you in the basement of Macy's. And to get to the basement, we get to take wooden escalators built in the 1920s to the 30s by the Otis Elevator Company using oak and ash. These are some early escalators. And one of my favorite things about coming to Macy's is the wood escalators. One of my favorite movies growing up was Tom Hanks and Big, and everyone remembers that iconic piano scene. Who would think that in 2015, when FAO Schwartz closed its doors on 5th Avenue, that piano used in the movie Big would move, and now it just sits in the basement of Macy's. It is closed off right now. People are sneaking in to go play on it. The big piano. You can play chopsticks on it if you want. You can see it's definitely showing its age since it was used in the movie. We came around here actually where it says the original from the movie Big, right there. Macy's purchased this. It's a 48-key piano, 16 feet long and only 3.5 feet wide. It says to be worth over $250,000. I wonder if that's in the condition with these holes. It's sitting right here. Film history in the basement of Macy's.
More old escalators.
Going from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor, more of these beautiful wood escalators. Oh yeah, I said 3rd floor to 4th floor. We have many floors to go. Just for perspective, Toys R Us is on the 7th floor. That's a lot of levels of retail. Here it goes We're on 6, we're heading to 7. There it is. Toys R Us. We found it. You want your Kenner throwback Obi-Wan Kenobi toys? They got them. My personal favorite thing to be found in this Toys R Us in Macy's is the Lego miniature version of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We see some marchers, the big turkey that you would see every year in that parade. Toys R Us itself has a float in this miniature parade. I love the miniature figs, the minifigs that are watching, like a popcorn, an elf, some reindeer, some marching soldiers, a dragon, and of course it ends with Santa. Nice kitty, friendly kitty. Joy, I'm nervous to pass. I don't want this cat to attack us. Wild animal, approach with caution. It says it on it. This woman just walked right by, the cat didn't move. Wait, is this just a toy?
I guess so. It's so cute. So right now we are at Santa's workshop. We have Tiptoe over there with the penguin and the Christmas tree, and then all the presents are going through, and they have a gift x-ray. Present x-ray.
It's a train. I do like the holiday display, Santa's workshop in the Toys R Us. The big bear. Peek inside the workshop. Do you see anything that's on your list? Santa's workshop? Well, yes, Santa, I would take that rainbow puzzle and that fire truck. Last season's thing, Holiday Lane, seasonal. Up to the 9th floor, that's right. When I was talking about these wood escalators and how many floors, there are 9 floors of retail. That's why this spot has over 1 million square feet of retail space.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can shop for days and days and days here.
They even have beds you can probably sleep over. No.
I don't think you're allowed to use this bed, but there is food. There is literally restaurants or fast food spots on almost every floor. Talking about that shopping. Yep, you can get that shopping done here. Get your ornaments. Good idea. You give your loved one a cruise ship, then you tell them, you're going on a cruise. Merry Christmas. Make sure to subscribe to Joe and Joy have landed. Going back in time, we're going vintage. Vintage American 1940s designs. I love me some nutcrackers. I got a quite large collection of them. Never say no to some nutcrackers. This one right here is cool with the frosting, with the gingerbread man. They were wrong. He caught him. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. He caught 3 of them. See, this nutcracker has grapes on his head, a bottle, and his sign says, let's make poor decisions. But poor spelled like you're pouring that wine. One of our favorite holiday markets to go to, when you walk up 6th Avenue to the corner of 40th Street, is Bryant Park. Bryant Park, I have to show you this. Pedicab Santas. Eat, shop, skate, smile. Smile, Joy, smile. Oh, there we go. It is a big holiday festival with lodge, food and beer, shopping, Joe's Coffee. It's for me, Joy. All your holiday shopping needs can be achieved in these holiday markets. Oh, Cinderella, oops, she did it again. Ariel, totally chic. I'm starting to feel festive. Paul, is that you? I heard the walrus is Paul. And a top thing for us to do is always get hot chocolate. We recommend Max Brenner's. They are here where you get an Italian hot chocolate, but they also have a full-size brick and mortar store downtown where I get a Mexican hot chocolate. But hot chocolate, definitely a must-do in New York City for Christmas time. Add a marshmallow for $1. Yes, please.
Got our marshmallow in the hot chocolate. Rich, creamy chocolate.
Their hot chocolate's probably the best in New York City, I would say. In their store, they have so many more flavors. This is just hot chocolate, and they are delicious still. If only they made that shirt in my size, because I drive her everywhere. And one of the cool things about Bryant Park is their Christmas tree. Don't worry, we might see one bigger later. Foreshadowing. And at the center of all these stores, we actually have an ice skating ring and this full bar restaurant thing called The Lodge. This isn't just one bar. Inside, they actually have the Alcove Bar. Ooh, a spot to get Mexican sandwiches. There's a lot of things you could try to eat or see in here. Artisanal sausages. I love sausages. Found a map. You can actually see how big this is. I think we're standing in between the lodge and the ring. All those stores. Look at that. There is a lot to shop and do here. Oh, so festive. What I love is if you can ice skate, these little penguins, little kids could hold on to help shimmy them along on the ice. It looks like we even have a snowman version of that. There it is. You see the snowman? Little ice skater helpers. And if you go to Bryant Park, take a few minutes, walk around to the front of the New York Library that it is behind, because one of my favorite things to see every year for Christmas in New York City is the lions guarding the library with their festive holiday wreaths on. I personally never thought I'd see something like this. For this Sunday, the date we are filming this, and next Sunday, the Sunday right before Christmas, 5th Avenue in New York City, starting at 48th Street, up to 57th Street, turned into a pedestrian walkway.
From 12 to 6.
12 to 6. This is so weird and cool, being able to walk right down the middle of 5th Avenue. Saks Fifth Avenue. Sort of lit up. We have lights up above. When it gets a little bit darker, this whole building lights up. Looking at one of the windows of Saks Fifth Avenue. It's funny, we have spinning cones almost creating a kaleidoscope type effect, because they're all spinning in opposite directions, almost as if you're turning a kaleidoscope. All I have to say is, psychedelic, man, trippy. I wonder if all their windows are based off toys, because this looks like it's based off Light Bright. The other one was based off a kaleidoscope, where you can see a snowflake forming and then just getting crazy colors. Back to the snowflake. Frosty, is that you? To sacred geometry type patterning, to, oh, this is a cool little display. And it's just one window. What's this going to be? Menorah? We got the menorah. Look, we're having Christmas trees made, and you see that behind us? That is Rockefeller Center's Christmas tree, reflected with these Christmas trees. Look. These Christmas trees, Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center. But we're not there yet, Joy. We're not there yet. We're going to be there soon. And this one is a brilliant run. I'm lucky this year. Macy's had a marble maze, and so does Saks Fifth Avenue. We have a ball coming down from the top. One little helix, another little helix. Big helix. It looks like it's going to drop in a second. And then it goes down some stairs. Boop, 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 boop. I'm trying to see, right now I see all the balls going the same direction. It looks like it's made that it should go in another direction, but I don't see any other balls going in the other direction yet. I see a ball stuck here. We have a brilliant view. It's a Viewmaster. We're seeing, I think it's supposed to be the Aurora Borealis. Some jellyfish up top. Ooh. We have a whole galaxy in there. Brilliant blast off all the rockets. One goes, two goes. See the flames at the bottom of them. Oh, coming back down to Earth. Ooh, this one's really pretty too. Brilliant holiday. Based on tops. And look, you see it opening, and inside it has all of our planets. I can't see if they're all of them. Definitely not all the planets, but it's based off our planets. I can see the rings of Saturn, that little storm on Jupiter. Do you ever feel you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and you just need someone to talk to get off your chest? A spot to think, to contemplate, maybe to pray. Well, right behind is a must-do when you come to New York City for Christmas. You should definitely check out St. Patrick's Cathedral. Just the detail on the wood carvings on the door. I mean, even if you're not a religious person and you might be like, I'm not religious, I feel weird going into St. Patrick's Cathedral. Just go in for the pure architecture, the art, the building. Appreciate that stuff, even if you aren't religious. It's something I feel everyone should come and see, and it is nice when it's done up for the holidays. When we came in, there actually is a mass going right now. Just look how beautiful this building is. And up near the altar of St. Patrick's, it's the front of the church, we actually have their nativity set up. Be saying, it don't look complete. There's no baby Jesus. Well, it's not Christmas yet. Right here on 5th Avenue, look, a little kid. He's mailing his letter to Santa. We actually have a letter to Santa mailbox brought to you by food banks in New York City. Looking at Cartier, just the building itself is beautifully lit up for Christmas. Another one of these little things, we actually have a taxi, a New York City taxi. Santa might deliver presents from a sleigh, but Frosty comes in an airplane. I like how it's been shut off. And this block actually, it looks like we have some food trucks. Classic Italian sandwiches. See this Nuccia's, as seen on Shark Tank. This empanada truck used to go by when I worked on Broadway many years ago and torture me. Would park outside, and I like food, and I'd have to get them because I like food. And right now I'm gonna get an empanada because they're delicious.
It's so hot, but it's so good.
Times Square, Greenlee Square Park, Javits Center, Jones's Amphitheater. Try them. Remember how we're looking at the Saks Fifth Avenue windows? Well, now all the lights are on. I'm trying to point up, but don't want to point up too much because I'm dreaming of a rainy Christmas. Not really, but it's raining right now. The lights went off. Oh no, don't worry. They actually run a show every few minutes.
We wish you enjoy a brilliant holiday season.
Are you ready for it? Joy, this is your song. It's done, Joy. It's done, I tell you.
Oh yeah.
How wonderful life is. You're in the world. Yeah! And now that we saw Saks, we turn around and it's time for Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I would say the top thing to do when you come to New York City for Christmas, you have to see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Just know, it is beautiful. It is a positive, but there are negatives. It is super crowded. If you keep wallets in your back pocket, move to the front pocket. Be prepared for crowds, but come enjoy it. You have to see it.
Hurry up. Come on, let's go.
There it is. The tree. We're fighting the crowds, getting the shot, getting wet. Rain is starting to come down, but we had to not run away till we showed you the ice skating at the rink at Rockefeller Center. This, see this right here? This is what I consider Christmas in New York City. And the cool thing about the rink is you actually can go downstairs. And look at this. No one knows about this. There's elevators on each side. of the rink. You come downstairs. We just came down an elevator, and you get one of the best views. Look how locked this crowd is. Come on, buddy, you can skate. You can do it. I have faith. Good view of the tree. Good view of ice skating. And we're out of the rain. And you can see by Joy's glasses. Right there. It's rainy and wet out there. Rainy and wet. It's worth it, though. Good day in the city.
Oh my gosh, definitely a good day in the city.
What day in the city?
What day in the city?
And you might be saying, you've done Macy's, you've done Bryant Park, you've done St. Patrick's, you've done Rockefeller Center. Is that it? No, there's one more spot we personally love to hit up for Christmas. Union Square Market. One, there's good shopping. Two, there's good food. And that's what we want to show you, good food. So right now, you're going to see it in a split second. We're going to get on the subway, go downtown, take another subway across town, and get to Union Square. And we'll catch up with you there. And we made our way to the next holiday market. Camera might be a little foggy. Everything's a little wet, but we're looking for some treats. At the Union Square Holiday Market. And Bryant Park has a lot of shops, but it's also more the bars, the ice skating, the tree. No, this is all just shopping. This path after path, stall after stall of gifts, from scarves to jewelry to more jewelry. It is really rainy. We don't know how much we're going to show you, but we wanted to show you how much bigger this map is and how many stores. We're looking at this food. Basilica Pierogi Bar. If it's not too rainy, you get to see us go to Basilica Pierogi Bar. If it is too rainy, well, here's the map. We got a bunch of pierogies. If you're in the city, come to Basilica, Union Square, or go to the Real Restaurant. It is pouring. Joy's going to eat a pierogi for you because that's what you do when you do these things. And then we're going to probably catch up and say bye to you later, out of the rain. Oh, she's going for the special. They had arugula goat cheese, short rib, and potato. And of course, borscht. We're standing in the rain. We're happy because it's the holiday season, but the rain is miserable. This makes it worthwhile.
It does.
Very good. Like I'm saying, some of the best Ukraine food you would find in all of New York City. Come, get their pierogies, get their borscht, get everything. This is what they more or less have at the stand. The restaurant has a beautiful big menu. This right here. When we talk about Christmas, each one of these pierogies is its own little wrapped present. The best way to end any Christmas video.
Alright, I'm gonna go eat.
So there you have it. A rainy, fun day in New York City. We went to some holiday markets, looked at some festive holiday windows, saw Macy's, which is one of my favorites, and the big Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. It's a good day.
I'd say so.
Oh, plus the treats.
Oh.
There's some good treats in New York City. But those are what we would recommend if you go to New York City. Look at the holiday window lights. Go into Macy's. Hit up some holiday markets. Drink some hot chocolate. And go
Cathedral.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Yep. Forgot about that one. All right. So I think we could call it.
I think so.
Top New York City holiday attractions. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. It's like aliens.